Vanchakapati Chakripastu Pevachapati Napavne Vaishnavi Namaha. Nam Vishnu Padai Guru Prastai Bhutale Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshwani Vadi Bhaskate Shtarine Namo Adonai Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namo Garat Vishnu Namo Brahmani Devai Go Brahmani Hitaya Chaitanya Gurdana Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Gadadara Shivasti Guru Bhakta Vrinda He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabando Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radha Vridavaneshwari Vrishabhanuste Devi Pranami Hari Priye Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radha Vridavaneshwari Vrishabhanuste Devi Pranami Hari Priye Vanchakapata Rupachakri Pasnakapeva Chapati Nampavnebhu Vishnavebhu Namo Namaha. Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paskatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paskatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now I will try to read from the books. Jai, the Gayatri book, Jai His Holiness Sachinanda Swami, Jai His Divine Grace, Bhajrana Ravinda, Srila Prabhupada, Swami Prabhupada. So this is the point 2 from chapter 1, the effect of chanting Gayatri. And I think I had reached the part with about a twofold blessing. Twofold blessing. Although Gayatri is meant to liberate the chanter from material influence, it also helps him or her to fulfill all his or her desires, even if they are materially tinged. It doesn't matter how great or extraordinary one's desires are. There is no limit to the Gayatri mantra's capacity to fulfill them. The Brahma Samhita describes that by the power of the Gopala mantra, Lord Brahma was able to create the material universe. How do we understand this? Why should a mantra that is supposed to free us from all material influence simultaneously fulfill our material desires? We can find the answer to this question in Lord Brahma's story. After Brahma received the Gopala mantra from Lord Narayana's consort, goddess Saraswati Devi. She said, "O Brahma, this mantra will assuredly fulfill your heart's desire." Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura comments, And there is a citation, just a moment. Citation number 8. Brahma Samhita 5:24. The following quote is from the purport of this verse, and the following quote is this text. The following text: the mantra has a twofold aspect. One aspect is that it tends to make the pure soul run after all attractive Sri Krishna, the Lord of Gokula, and the divine milkmaids. When the devotee is free from all sorts of mundane desires and willing to serve the Lord, he attains the initiation of his heart's desire. No initiation, sorry. The fruition, the fulfillment of his heart's desire. Love of Krishna. But in the case of the devotee who is not of unmixed attitude, this super excellent mantra also fulfills his heart's desires. The transcendental Kama Bija is inherent in the divine logos located in Goloka, and the Kama Bija pervertedly reflected in the worldly affairs satisfies all series of desires, all sorts of desires of this mundane world. So I'll try to read again the sentence. Just a moment. The transcendental Kama Bija is inherent in the divine logos located in Goloka. And the Kama Bija pervertedly reflected in the worldly affairs satisfies all sorts of desires of this mundane world. In other words, material desires pervertedly reflect our original pure desire to meet and serve the Lord. Therefore, although the Gayatri mantras are meant to fulfill our pure transcendental desires, if a chanter's consciousness is pervertedly reflected and roams the material world, the Gayatri mantras will also fulfill his or her material desires. While chanting Gayatris, please be conscious of your thoughts. Brahma is certainly an extraordinary personality, and thus his material desires are also extraordinary. He is Brahma, Lord of creation. He did not desire a house with a garden, dog, and swimming pool like an average middle-aged man of the world's civilized countries. Rather, he felt a deep urging to create a universe. Since he is also a great devotee of the Lord, he wanted to use his creative potential in Krishna's service. Although Brahma's desires were immensely great and somewhat materially motivated. Still, by the power of the Gayatri mantras, they were all completely fulfilled. I will continue to read the next time. Jai. Jai, the Gayatri book. Jai, His Holiness Satchidananda Swami. Jai, His Divine Grace, Abhay Charan Ravinda, Srila Prabhupada, Swami Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jai. Just a moment. Jai, Vedic Wisdom Tales. Jai, His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada. Jai, Sri Prabhupada Prabhupada Maharaj, who had translated this book for the first time in English with explanations. Jai Srila Narayana Maharaj, Jai Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj, Jai Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, Jai Bhagavata Maharaj, Jai Shri Rohini Sutta Prabhupada Maharaj, Jai Bhaktivedanta, Jai Kadambakana Swami, Jai His Divine Grace by Charanaravinda Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Gadadhara Shivasati Guru Bhaktivinoda, Vanchakapatarupacha Kripastu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. So this is the chapter about Bali Maharaj. You all know the story. Let's see where I was the last time. Oh yeah. Yes. Okay. So the Lord Vamanadeva, he so in one step he encompassed all the Bali's earthly kingdom. His body covered the sky and his arms covered all directions. Then he occupied the heavens with his second step, extending beyond the realms of Mahaloka and Janaloka. The second step arrived in Satyaloka. Not even the slightest space remained for placing the third step. The demons observed that Lord Vamana, on the pretext of asking for 3 steps of land, had snatched away the entire earth. They thought, our master Bali is now bound by his commitment, so he will not say anything. Under the circumstances, it is our duty to kill this enemy. This is service to our master Bali. Although it was not in accordance with the desire of King Bali, demons took up their tridents and other weapons. In extreme rage, they all rushed to attack Lord Vamana and kill him. When Lord Vamana attendants saw that the commanders of the demons were attacking, they immediately entered the fray and annihilated the demons. Garuda, the king of birds, could understand the Lord's intention. Garuda bound Bali with the ropes of Varuna. Although Bali was bound and had lost all his possessions, his resolve remained unwavering. A true devotee of Lord Vishnu is recognized by such fortitude. Lord Vamanadeva told Bali, "You promised me 3 steps of land. With 2 steps I have occupied the 3 worlds. Now, fulfill your promise for my 3rd step." So, I will now continue. The next time there's no any. Just a moment. Everything very complicated somehow. I got come where I was. I think there is no battery, so I must stop soon. But just a moment, let's see what's going. You promised me 3 steps of land. With 2 steps I have occupied the 3 worlds. Now fulfill your promise for my 3rd step. Everything you owned is already mine. Nevertheless, since your promise is unfulfilled, you will have to reside to hell. In this regard, your guru is in agreement. Go now. Enter the hellish planets. For one who first promises to give charity and then, deceiving the petitioner, goes back on his word, all his desires become futile. In this regard, you were excessively egotistical, thinking, I am an immensely wealthy man. You promised me I will give, and then deceived me. Now you will suffer the consequences of this lie in the hellish planets for some years. From an ordinary perspective, it might seem that Vamana Bhagavan was cruel to King Bali. However, King Bali's heart was unwavering avichalita chitta. He was determined to please Lord Vishnu by his body, mind and words. King Bali said to Vamanadeva, Do you consider my words to be untrue? That is not the case. I will prove them true. You will not remain deceived. Kindly place your 3rd step upon my head. I have no fear of going to hell or losing the kingdom. The punishment or discipline enforced by revealed guardians, Guru Janas, revered guardians, Guru Janas, is extremely desirable for all beings, because such discipline cannot be given by mothers, fathers, brothers, or friends due to their attachment arising from material bewilderment. You certainly teach the best lessons to us demons in a hidden way. Therefore, you are our highest guru. When we become blind, being intoxicated by our wealth, aristocratic birth, strength, and so on, you take all those things away and give us eyes. O Lord, my grandfather Sri Prahlad is famous throughout the whole universe. He is the best among your devotees. Sri Prahlada's father, Hiranyakashipu, who was always antagonistic to you, gave him considerable distress. However, Sri Prahlada always remained devoted to you. He dedicated his whole life to you. What is the use of this material body, which must be abandoned one day or another, and what benefit is derived from all of these bandits who have taken the form of family members to steal one's wealth? What is the use of a wife, husband, when she or he puts us into the circle of repeated birth and death? And what is the purpose of a home where the valuable energy of one's lifetime is merely wasted? In the eyes of the world, you are my adversary. Nevertheless, Providence has forcibly separated me from my material opulence and fortune and brought me to your lotus feet. Material wealth makes the soul's intellect become dull. Then he cannot realize my life is in the claws of death. It is impermanent. As King Bali was speaking in this way, the recipient of Bhagavan's love, Sri Prahlada, arrived there. And I will continue to read next time. So, just a moment. Jai Vedic Wisdom Tales. Jai His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada. Jai Shri Prema Priyojana Prabhu Maharaj, who had translated this book for the first time in English with explanations. Jai Shri Narayana Maharaj, Jai Shri Guru Govinda Maharaj, Jai Bhaktivedanta Nai Maharaj, Jai Bhagavata Maharaj, Shri Rohini Sutta Prabhu Maharaj, Jai Kadambakana Swami, Jai His Divine Grace Bhaktivinoda Ravinda Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhara Shiv Sati Guru Bhakta Vrinda. Vanjakalpaturu Picha Kripastu Kupeva Ptitna Pavanevu Vishnavebhu Namo Namaha. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vanchaka Paturpachakra Pastum Pevachapti Nampavane Vishnu Namo Namaha.